wrenching it up. Gonna wrench it up.
Welcome to Saturday's Wrench.
Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to Saturday's Wrench. We have a special edition of Saturday's Wrench today. I'm up here in Acton, Ontario. My good friend Rob Cloutier, he owns Bullit Custom Cycles. He actually built my other motorcycle, my Yamaha Virago, and did a great job on that. So brought the frame and the bike here to his shop up here in Acton, and we're gonna get the frame all cut up. We're gonna get the battery box welded in, and we're gonna get the seat hoop welded on. So it's gonna be a great day. Rob's gonna help me out with some other things, and so yeah, welcome to Bullit Custom Cycles, and I'm excited to be here on location with Rob. So let's go check out his shop and see what's going on, and we're gonna get some nice work done. He's got a beautiful garage. You can see his old car, pretty awesome, and he's got lots of land. He's on a farm here, kind of like up in Acton. It's a little bit like a farm country. So yeah, we're gonna go check out his shop and work with Rob today, and I think it'll be a good day.
Always was building stuff. I started off in cars, and then cars just got to be too expensive, so I started riding motorcycles and dirt bikes when I was like 8, 9 years old. So that's how that all started, with the love affair with the bikes. And yeah, as I grew up, like I mentioned before, got into the cars. Then they just took up too much space and too much money, and got back into the bikes, did some racing, and then I started getting into more vintage stuff for the street, and just fell in love with it. Been doing it now steady for 4 years, 5 years. When I first started, I'd take on projects or friends' bikes, and I'd start restoring them or rebuilding them, and then people would ask me where I'd get all the parts, and so I was the guy that would search on the internet for 3-4 hours for like specialized bolts and aluminum pieces, and I just decided that'd be a lot easier if I just had a website with all this stuff, and then I can just tell people where to go to. And yeah, so everything on the website, it's stuff that I use, and I do all my builds. So
Okay, so nope, not level.
Okay, so we'll start with that, and if not, then we'll kind of pie cut it.
Okay.
So
This thing is rad. Rob and his bending machine. So right now we're trying to figure out how much of a degree we want on the back of the seat hoop. So trying to figure out, because it has you see it has a groove here for the LED light. We're trying to get it to kick up in a way that you could still see it when you're driving behind me. You don't want it too far up in the air, because then it's going to be, the brake light's going to be shooting up in the air. So we're trying to find a good balance between how many degrees. He's got this form and function, so he's got this cool little degree kind of scale here,
Princess
meter.
Auto Special.
Yeah. So we just kind of put this on the bike here. Level the frame out and put this on the bike, and sorry bud, we try to figure out how much of a degree we can kick this up. 24?
Keep going, keep going. There's going to be spring back, so you're probably okay. Let it go. See, now it's back. So one more notch, and go to like 26. Okay, go back. Right there. We're still level. And we're level up there.
So you can get the same on the other side?
Yeah, so we'll make a mark, then we'll measure, and we'll make sure we're on both sides. This, should be a fairly constant point, so we're like 62.
I love this thing. It's fucking awesome.
That's right, yard sale bar stools.
That's right, buddy. This thing is nifty. I love it. Look at this swing arm. Bad boy. Garage hack. There you go, guys. Sweet little garage hack. Little swivel stand for you. Alright, we're going to cut the other side here.
Actually, Tony's going to cut the
I'm
other
going to
side.
cut the other side here.
Semi-clean rag.
That'll work. Let's get me some safety glasses so I don't, you know, gotta protect the eyes, man. Look at these beauties. You don't want to hurt these eyes.
And the stuff goes flying. Success.
Looking pretty good. Nice
Double
clean
check the
cuts.
So,
And we're just gonna double check to make sure that each side is
it's 2
even.
there. And it's 2 there. So
Sweet.
we're good. So
Smoothing out all the grinds here.
okay, so now we got this here.
We're just trying to create more space in here for the hoop. So he's just cutting out some of the metal. Squeeze it in there. Perfect.
Okay, so
Cool. Obviously, yeah, we're gonna cut this, and that's gonna fit in there, right?
Yep. And it's almost like a square cut.
There you go. It's looking better already.
Still too long, eh?
Yeah, let's try and go a little shorter. Maybe yeah, let's go in 2 centimeters for now. Yeah. So basically what we're doing is we're trying to fit the back seat. We're trying to measure out the back's hoop. I don't want too much length of the back. I'm just looking for basically as short as I can get it. Here we go. Okay, let's see. So you can see we're trying to measure it out. I don't want too much length of the back. I think that looks pretty good. Can I?
Down, we'll probably-
Zang. Zang's a damn.
Because we cut
Looking
that,
sexier already.
so we're gonna have to re-weld that once everything
Right.
is set up.
So he's just saying that basically it's like a weak point now in the weld, so we're gonna have to
Yes.
recover that when we do it all together.
Because you can see from this factory, it's spot welded.
Right.
So that's why they do it that way. And once you cut that out, you know you're gonna have to re-weld that.
Just for reinforcement, basically.
Just for reinforcement, and also when we attach the bar to give it some strength. Right now it's not too critical because it's welded from the shock
from there.
mount, so it'll hold its position.
Cool. The master at work.
Cut it.
So basically what Rob's trying to do is figure out a way that, because we have to change the frame a little bit, we have to cut out some of the reinforcement parts. So he's just trying to figure out a way to get it on there, and what he's going to do is basically under here he's going to have to reinforce it. So we're going to have to cut out a little bit of this, and then he's going to build some metal, kind of looks like shims, I guess, would be thinnest shims.
Gusset.
A gusset, he called it, a gusset. He's gonna weld some gussets under here just to reinforce under this part after we cut a little bit out. Because right now, I don't want this I don't want this part too long, so we cut it enough that it's nice length and it's on a 30-degree kick up, angle kicked up, so the profile of the bike, it looks pretty good. You can see from the side that it's pretty good. So Rob's just measuring everything out and making sure everything's gonna fit in there and do the job. So
Close your eyes.
close your damn eyes.
Just want to tack it up.
So what are you doing there? You're just trying to.
Make sure everything's still kind of.
So he's just tacking it right now. So he's just kind of placing it on there just to make sure that everything level, and so he doesn't have to clamp it in anymore, basically. So he's just kind of sizing it and positioning it, basically. Starting to look sexier. Not as sexy as Rob, but get in there.
That will never happen.
Can't be done.
Cannot be done. Many have tried and failed. So.
Oh, cool. So he's got this cool little laser here, and you can see it shining down the bike. So he's got the dead center there. So Rob's just basically trying to clean up the back of the frame here. But you see he's cut off a little bit like this, just to integrate it into the hoop a little bit more.
Give it some strength.
And just give it some strength too.
Take a look. You can kind of see. Cut it.
Bent it up.
Cut it. Made some pie cuts. Bent it up. So I'm going to bend it a little closer so I get.
Cool, and you pinched all this area. That's badass.
Yep.
Nice work.
And then re-welded the top. I'll re-weld
Oh, look
this
at that.
top.
So we made a weld here to reinforce that, and then he's
Yeah.
going to fix that one.
And then I'll make a filler piece for inside. Make sure the one side's all complete.
Oh, for all this hole here?
Yep.
Cool.
And then put everything on the levels again. Make sure nothing's really tweaked.
Forced labor here at
Fucking right.
Rob's garage here. While he works on my bike, I get to take apart this car. Not that I mind, it's kind of cool to learn.
I'm not gonna get you to stand around and take pictures all day.
Exactly. Fuck. Why, some kind of asshole?
Trying to avoid it.
Kind of go like that. Got a bit of a profile. So do a rough cut. So, got that kind of going like that. We're going to extend it a bit. And that should be good. So now I'll transfer it on a piece of steel and then hammer it into place.
Cool.
Weld it and make it look nicey.
I was wondering why, yeah. I was like, why does he have cereal boxes in his garage? Cereal boxes are your friend. A little message from Bullit Custom Cycles. It's looking pretty rad. See, he's filled in all this area here. Looking good.
Transfer this.
So there you go. See, now he's gonna tin snip it out of there.
Oh no.
No?
It takes too much time.
What is it? How do you get it out? You just cut it with the angle grinder? Nice. We don't use tin snips around here.
We like sparks.
Tin snips are for pussies.
Now, we do a little bending.
Nice work. It's pretty rad.
So, kind of do that.
Nice.
I'll bend it over and it'll be a nice transition.
Very cool. There Alright, so Rob is just taping a couple pieces of cardboard cereal box there together so we can have it long enough to cover the inside of this seat pan here, so we can make a nice cutout for the seat pan. So it's a good way to measure and not waste material, basically. Yeah. So he's gonna cut the seat pan out of that and then transfer that to a piece of sheet metal.
Now that we got a rough estimate.
Now we're just measuring the battery box now. So the electrical tray. Still dealing with no power up here, but it's all good. We're making out. Well, we're not making out. I mean,
We're making do.
making do.
Oh, there it is!
It's whittling it away here so you can fit a nice. See how that fits in there. Rob's just sexing up the back here. We're just take a break from making the battery box for a sec so I can get the measurements. I got the measurements of the battery. So now that we have that, Rob's just, now we have power back, Rob's just doing some finishing up the welding here.
Finish phase 1.
So next is what, Rob?
I want to grind it, make it look nice, and then move on to the next step. Good?
Looks good. Nice and clean. Let's see the finished weld for now. Is this looking good? It's really starting to take shape. Beautiful shot. Dude, looks cool.
Just call me Slim Mickey.
He's making a bracket for the seat pan, basically just an extra bracket to bolt on.
Yeah, so we can bolt on the seat pan.
Nice.
So we'll probably do it here, here, and here.
Nice. Cool. There's my support bracket, and also extra support, and will be for my seat pan to bolt onto. Very nice. Nice little tab on the back for the seat. Nice little tab here, nice little tab here. Seat pan. That's a neat tool.
Great for breaking windshields.
Yeah, shit. That's cool. Fantastic. Robert, you've outdone yourself.
All part of the course. Usually a little bit because material, it might, because you're going to need a little bit more because you're going to have material going underneath here.
Right, yep.
So everything should be, like everything slides in now.
Yeah.
But once you have the material on, it could be tighter.
Right, okay.
Okay? Phase 2 is complete.
Fucking right, Rob. Looks great, buddy. I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Predator.
After many hours of ingesting toxic chemicals, Tony starts squeezing.
Breathing in this fucking metal and shit. It's awesome. Rob's just fitting the bottom of the battery, or the electrical box, or the battery box, so he can weld it. And he's got these cool little magnets, these corner magnets, basically. What are those called? Did you make those?
No.
Balance.
Princess off.
Hold them together
Give
so
you
they can.
a nice 45, so everything is square and
That's looking awesome. So Rob's just finishing up the welding for the battery box. It's looking pretty cool. Alright, we gotta wrap this up, but Rob is building the, let's see their battery box, buddy. Looks fucking awesome. That's a great job, look at that. So that's gonna fit underneath here. And
Integrate the electrics, the battery, and box of condoms.
box of condoms, you know, a box of rubbers, you know, a couple magnums for the road. So anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been an awesome pleasure coming to Rob's garage. Thanks, Rob, for having me. And this has been great. So next time when I come back, I'll pick up the frame and we're gonna get it powder coated. So anyways, thanks, Rob. It's awesome. Thanks for watching, guys, and come back again because this is fucking the best show ever. What, like, do you remember your first time cracking open an engine? Were you like just shitting yourself, or like, was there something that no, like, was there something? Is there something like as you started to get into engine work that you were like, shit, man, you know, that would have been really useful if I'd known that before, or something like any advice that you could give or whatever?
Yeah, just a manual, and if it doesn't come apart, just look through your steps and just take your time. It's fun, man. It's just like be at one with the machine.
Awesome, dude. All right, buddy. Thanks a lot, eh?